Good evening. This was the first webinar of the Global Supply Chain Management among the students from the CDI 2022. And this was an attempt where most of the classmates and the ex-students could go together and discuss on the perceptions of what they would see, they would be seeing in the coming years as being global supply chain managers. Today's topic was perception matters and how do you see your transformation to a new role as being one of the links of the supply chain. Since we didn't have any participants and it's only me who is doing this broadcast, and I'm pleased to announce that it's just a matter of taking an initiation of any for any good cause. Today it's only me today, tomorrow I may have one more person, and then the chain continues from one, it will become 100, and then it will be 1,000. Exactly the same way the global supply chain, this is exactly what happens. Like it's a chain and there's a lot of blocks. So as being a global supply chain manager or the future global supply chain manager, I'll be connecting all the dots together to make a solid chain of the entire supply chain. During the course, let me give me some introduction. I'm making a very big change in my career, jumping from the field of pharmaceuticals to the field of connecting all the dots, which is called the supply chain. I have been through a lot of lot of the aspects of the pharmaceuticals, right from the all the pharmacy elements, dispensing medication, long-term care, and all those things, to the manufacturing, international trading, and now I simply joined the school to study the entire logic behind, the facts behind the supply chain. And I joined a very good school which is called the CDI College, the Surrey campus in British Columbia in Canada. And this program is very well defined to illustrate all the elements of the supply chain. And it also has the industry certifications, which is the FITT, which is the Diploma in the International Trade, the FIT certifications to the international trade. This program also covers all the elements right from the orientation to the technology and the feasibility of the international trade, international market entry strategy, and the global value chain, product and services, international trade finances, and the international sales and marketing. So there are six modules of the FIT to get a FIT certifications. And once you finish with the certification, then there are other modules like logistics, customs, packaging of the material, transportation management, and so on. So after finishing this program, I feel I will be feeling very confident to face the world of the to cover all the elements of the global supply chain. And as the topic, my topic is perception matters. So definitely, we come from different elements of the experience. In my class, there are people who are only 19 years old, and there are some people who are more than 50 years. But both the elements, one I see as a young person who is taking this course, is moving forward with a bright future. And by the time the person acquires the knowledge from the school and the field experience, I can definitely see these people going all the way to becoming the president, vice president, or maybe the very, very big leadership positions. And people who taking this course in the mid-age kind of like situations, definitely they are jumping from the current job situations, and they're moving to a new industry. And when we talk about global supply chain, the supply chain itself is the big talk about these days, around these days, especially when the COVID hit. And there were a lot of things started to vanish from the shelves of the superstore and the manufacturing industry and all the industries. The things coming from different countries and they are assembling, or maybe it's one of the components of the major manufacturing. They started to feel what's happening. Not the industry didn't know that, but as a public as a whole, they started to notice and they started to understand the significance of supply chain. And the same which is like us being the student, the scenario of the COVID basically is giving the leverage to the ex-students and the current students that this is something the in thing. And we as a current students and the students, the future students and the students who have already passed are feeling more confident that not only there is a scope and they will be getting a job, a good salary job, but the factor of growth is bigger than what it used to be. At the same time, the acceptance of the supply chain managers in this industry, in the global industry, now you don't need to define yourself what you do. Now it's more easy to say, the moment you say who you are, and you just say, I'm not saying like, you just say, I'm a supply chain manager, and they know it. Right from the kids of 5 years old and 6 years old, when they were visiting stores to pick up their groceries, and the parents and everybody talking, they are already picking it up. Like now the supply chain is the essential part of everything. There are countries in the school where they are not able to supply pen, paper, pencils, and those students are already getting educated. Like the supply chain is the major element of the life of every human. The farmer not able to bring their produce to the market, with the manufacturer not able to supply to the clients, and the clients are not able to make proper commitments. Same with the postal service. Supply chain was always there. We just didn't know that this is what is defined to be a supply chain. The postal service itself is a big element of the supply chain. Airlines, everything was supply chain. Now, thanks to COVID, that we are able to identify what is supply chain, and that's my perception of what and how I see myself, and being confident moving forward to a bright future of being a supply chain manager. I thank everybody watching my streaming video on YouTube, and me defining what is my perception and how do I see myself in next years. And I definitely can say it's a trade where nobody can retire. I can continue to work even after 65. When I retired, I'm supposed to retire at 65, but I can see myself working even after 65 if I want to. This is a profession which will never die, and you will always be needing people with experience, and who don't have experience. When they gain experience, they will be there forever. So, as I said, the topic about the perception matters. My perceptions towards my choice of the study is very clear, and I wish all the best to my classmates. And I already know my ex-students, the ex-students of CDI College are doing extremely well, and the future students. Definitely, this is the in thing that you should study. Not everybody has to do a wild goose chase of running towards the healthcare industry, trying to become a doctor, engineer, programmers, and the nurses, and whatever the healthcare industry. You don't have to always pick up the healthcare industry. There is definitely a scope, and not only scope. This is the in thing, and everybody should think about when they're selecting a career path. And global supply chain is one of the good career path. I wish everybody a very good luck, and good luck to me too. And thank you for watching my streaming video. Thank you.